Welcome to Balancing Watts and Wallets, the podcast where we dive into the critical intersection of affordability, sustainability, and equity in electricity pricing. I'm your host, and today we're exploring a fascinating question. What makes an electricity bill reasonable? Our focus is on the vibrant city of Ho Chi Minh in Vietnam, where new research sheds light on public perceptions of electricity tariffs and their implications for policy and everyday life. Picture this. You open your electricity bill, and the number feels just right. Not too low to question the service quality, but not so high that it feels like a financial punishment. This just right is what researchers Pham Nhu Man and Truong Dang Thuy sought to define in their study on reasonable electricity bills in HCMC. Let's unpack their findings and what they mean for consumers and policymakers alike. First, let's explore the definition of a reasonable electricity bill. According to the study, a bill is considered reasonable if it's affordable for all consumers, including lower-income households, while also covering the actual costs of electricity provision. It's a delicate balance between affordability and sustainability. Here's a surprising insight. 72% of the respondents in the study preferred middle-range electricity bills over the lowest or highest options. This preference challenges the assumption that people always want the cheapest rates. Instead, many consumers value fairness and sustainability, recognizing that ultra-low bills might compromise service quality or environmental goals. But not everyone agrees. The study highlights two distinct groups among consumers. The affordability group, making up about 25%, prioritizes lower bills, often due to tight household budgets. On the other hand, the sustainability group, which is the majority at 75%, is willing to accept middle-range bills if they align with fair and sustainable energy provision. This divide emphasizes the need for policies that address diverse priorities. For instance, targeted subsidies could support those in the affordability group while maintaining balanced tariffs for broader sustainability goals. One of the key pricing systems analyzed in the study is Vietnam's Increasing Block Tariff, or IBT. This system charges different rates depending on how much electricity you consume. Lower rates for basic usage and higher rates as consumption increases. While it aims to promote equity, many respondents view the higher consumption rates as excessively high and punitive. This disconnect between policy intent and public perception is crucial for policymakers to address. Another concern is equity. Despite the IBT's goal of fairness, lower-income households often face a disproportionately higher burden. For example, even at lower consumption levels, these households may struggle to pay their bills compared to wealthier consumers. The study also reveals a trust gap. While many respondents understand that electricity provision costs must be recovered, they are skeptical about whether these costs are managed efficiently. This highlights an opportunity for utility providers to build trust by improving transparency and demonstrating responsible cost management. So, what can be done? The research offers several recommendations. First, reforming the IBT system to ensure basic consumption remains affordable while gradually increasing rates for higher usage could address some of the equity concerns. Second, policymakers should prioritize transparency, clearly communicating how electricity tariffs are structured and why they are necessary. Third, targeted support, such as subsidies for low-income households, could help bridge the gap for those who need it most. And finally, addressing inefficiencies in electricity provision could reduce costs overall, benefiting both providers and consumers. As we wrap up, here's the big takeaway. A reasonable electricity bill isn't just about numbers, it's about fairness, trust, and sustainability. By aligning tariff structures with public perceptions and needs, policymakers in Ho Chi Minh City and beyond can create a more equitable and sustainable energy future. What do you think? Should electricity bills prioritize affordability, sustainability, or a balance of both? Let us know your thoughts, and if you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe to Balancing Watts and Wallets for more insights into electricity pricing and policy. Thank you for tuning in, and see you next time.